How to use witch hazel to reduce hemorrhoids. Witch hazel is a home remedy used for many skin ailments. You can also use it to treat your hemorrhoids. To use witch hazel, you either need a witch hazel alcohol solution or a witch hazel tincture, depending on how you want to apply it to your hemorrhoids and depending on whether your hemorrhoids are internal or external. 1. Determine whether you have hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids are swollen veins in the anal canal that can be present either outside or inside the body. They form when too much pressure on the veins causes them to swell. This can happen when you strain while having a bowel movement, during pregnancy, or as a result of being overweight. Hemorrhoids are a common condition that can often be resolved with home treatment, including witch hazel. Symptoms include the following: itching, irritation or pain in the anal area. Bleeding when you have a bowel movement, the blood will be bright red. A swelling or lump in the anal area. Check with your doctor before trying home treatment if you are unsure whether your symptoms are the result of hemorrhoids. 2. Clean your anal area. Bathe or shower daily to keep your anal area clean. Baths are preferable to showers because it allows the area to sit in warm water for longer. You don't need to use soap, but use warm to hot water. Be gentle when cleaning your anal area, as scrubbing harder can cause irritation. 3. Don't use a towel. After drying off the rest of your body, use a hairdryer to dry off your anal area. Rubbing with a towel can make the problem worse. 4. Apply witch hazel. Use a clean piece of cloth. Soak it in a witch hazel alcohol extract. Blot it gently on the affected area. You can hold it on for a few minutes. If you prefer, you can use pre-made witch hazel pads, made specifically for use with hemorrhoids. This application is best for external hemorrhoids, as it only reaches the outer part of your anus. Internal hemorrhoids are ones that remain inside your anal cavity, while external ones bulge out past your sphincter. 5. Let the area air dry for a few minutes. Once you remove the cloth, let the area air dry for a few minutes before putting your clothes back on. Creating a homemade witch hazel suppository. 1. Mix a teaspoon of witch hazel tincture with a teaspoon of cocoa butter. In a small bowl, place a teaspoon each of witch hazel tincture and cocoa butter. Stir them together. You should be able to find both at your local drugstore, though you may need to visit a natural health store instead. This application works best for internal hemorrhoids. You can use this treatment 3 times a day. 2. Mix a teaspoon of witch hazel tincture with a teaspoon of cocoa butter. In a small bowl, place a teaspoon each of witch hazel tincture and cocoa butter. Stir them together. You should be able to find both at your local drugstore, though you may need to visit a natural health store instead. 9. This application works best for internal hemorrhoids. You can use this treatment 3 times a day. 3. Freeze the suppository. Place the suppository in the freezer for an hour or 2, until it is frozen. 4. Put on a glove or finger cut. Put on a finger cut or glove to protect your hands. You don't have to use one, as long as you wash your hands thoroughly afterward. 5. Remove the suppository from the freezer. Once the suppository has hardened, take it out of the freezer. Unwrap it if it's in plastic wrap, or take the lid off the bowl. If it seems too large, you can cut it in half, and save half for another time by putting it back in plastic wrap and back in the freezer. 6. Use lubrication. Either apply a lubrication such as key jelly, or use your finger to wet your anal area with a little bit of cold water. 7. Lie down. Lay down on your side. Bend the knee of your top leg, and angle it towards the bed. Let the other leg stay out straight. Use one hand to lift up one side of your buttocks. 8. Insert the suppository. Using your gloved finger, push the suppository into your anus. Make sure it goes in about an inch, past your sphincter. Otherwise, it may not stay in. 9. Squeeze your sphincter. Squeeze your sphincter muscle together for a few seconds to keep it in. Stay laying down for 5 to 10 minutes while the suppository works. 10. Wash your hands. Remove your gloves, and wash your hands thoroughly. Use warm water and soap, and scrub your hands for at least 20 seconds.